What is good, YouTube fam? It is JP Buffett here, back with another video. And today we are not taking 5, we are not taking 10, but we are taking 15% off our award flights with Delta and American Express. Stay tuned for that. So recently, American Express decided to beef up their co-branded Delta cards by adding in the Takeoff 15, which allows you to take off 15% of your award flights. Now, this perk is on all of the Delta cards except for the Delta Blue, which is on the personal side. Now, I'll be the first to admit, trying to save some money on Sky Miles is not the easiest trick in the book. But if I can save some points at any stage, that's all right by me. Well, that is unless the flight itself is what I'm trying to go for. But if I'm just trying to get somewhere, flying economy, flying premium, that's not a real big deal to me. Looking back at my recent video, I was praising JetBlue for giving back 10% on award flights. Now here comes Amex and Delta giving back 15%. Pretty crazy. Now this perk can be very valuable, especially if you love racking up Delta Sky Miles and booking award flights with Delta. So before I move on, I'll let you guys know I'm going to add some chapters below if you want to skip around and get right to where you're looking for. But with that, let's get into the cards. Now, let's take a little bit of background on these cards and let's talk about the sign-up bonus, the multipliers, and the perks of these cards. Not anything in depth, but just the surface view. So right now, all of these cards have elevated sign-up bonuses except for the Delta Blue. That means 70,000 to 90,000 on the personal end and 75,000 to 100,000 on the business end, depending on the card you go for. So moving into the multipliers are nothing to write home about. Actually, they're pretty terrible if you ask me, given what I talked about with JetBlue last week. But let's go through them anyways. Starting off with the gold card, you're getting 2x miles on restaurants, grocery stores, and when you book directly through Delta. Like I said, not really much to write home about. On the Delta Platinum, you're getting 3x when you book directly with hotels. You're getting 3x on Delta flights and vacations. You're also getting 3x on restaurants and supermarkets. So elevating that 2x up a little bit. Now, to be honest with you though, I wouldn't take any of these. You can get an Amex green card and actually get all of these multipliers and transfer them to multiple different transfer partners that Amex has. So I personally wouldn't even think about any of these multipliers at all. On Delta Reserve, I might 3x on purchases directly with Delta. Why would we even? No, $550 annual fee. No, it's not at all. Not worth it. I wouldn't do it.
Nope. Stop talking. Go to jail.
Now look, I'm sure you've seen all the videos talking about the perks on the card, about the companion pass, about the free bag check. Those are all there. So I'm going to talk about the perks that you probably came here to talk about. That is the Takeoff 15%. Well, the question is, how can you take advantage of this perk? Like I said before, this is for award travel through Delta. So you have to book with Sky Miles using a Delta card, and it has to be for a Delta flight. It cannot be for any partner airline. It has to be through Delta. Unfortunately, this benefit is not useful for paid with miles, so you can't use it when you're doing other purchases that are not with flights, and you can't even use this for miles plus cash. It can only be when you're booking directly with Sky Miles, nothing else. And on top of that, it's only available to the primary card holder. If you have an authorized user or anything like that, they will not be able to use this. It has to be with the primary card holder. So what I really like about this credit, comparing it to the JetBlue one that I talked about last week, is that with the JetBlue one, you have to take the flight before you got the 10% back. With this, it's taken off right when you book the flight. So you don't have to wait or book or go on the flight to get this back. I think that's a great advantage that Delta has over JetBlue in this case. And on top of that, I saw on the points guide it said at least 15% off. So there might be even higher value in the future. Who knows? So how might we take advantage of this sign-up bonus and the 15% off? Well, I thought it would be pretty cool to go to Cabo. Now me, I'm a flyer who just wants to get there. It's not really about flying first class. I really don't care about that experience. For me, flights are a means to an end, and I'm just not trying to pay money for it. So I thought, hey, where can we go? So I looked up a couple of flights going down to Mexico, and I found this very, very, very surprisingly cheap flight to Cabo. Now, when I was looking at it, what I found was that I can book a flight from JFK to Cabo for 7,800 points. That is 7,800 Sky Miles, which is crazy after you factor in the 15% off. That's basically flying for like $78. I must add though that there is $42 on top of it, so overall it's maybe like $120. But still, that is crazy for a one-way flight from JFK to Cabo. A few caveats of the flight: it is red eye. That's not good, but hey, I'm just trying to get there. Fine by me. And on top of that, I have to go through LAX, so extra destination. which actually brings me to a pro tip. The fact that this flight is going through LAX and it's so cheap, if you don't want to go to Cabo, or if you want to just go to LAX, you might want to take this flight over the other one. I was actually looking for a flight to LAX to see what the difference in sky miles would be, and actually it will cost you 13,000 sky miles to do the same flight. Now, granted, it's only $6 on the back end compared to $42. But at the end of the day, I would pay those $42 and save myself some of my sky miles, which might be worth more in the future. So with that's it, guys. Yeah, I am very excited about this perk. I'm really excited to see what happens with it. I am, taking a couple of flights in the future. So being able to use this Delta perk and save me a couple of points, that is huge savings if you ask me. So yeah, with that, if you like this video, please leave a like below. It helps the channel grow. If you have any comments about how you might want to use this perk, if you like it, if you don't like it, please leave that in the comments below. Please subscribe to the channel. I would deeply appreciate it. And until next time, peace.